Hello, hello, sweet honeybees. It is really late where I live right now. It is about 3 in the morning, and I honestly do not feel like recording, but I know that I need to before I go to sleep, or else the message that came through to me today is not going to flow out of me as clearly because sleeping is like a reset every single day because it's kind of like dying and being reborn in the morning. I wanted to record earlier when it was fresh, but of course, when it came through, my phone was dying, and by the time my phone charged up, I needed to start getting ready to head into the city to support some of my friends. So, didn't get home until about 30 minutes ago, and I'm just now finding some time to record. Anyway, earlier today, I was rereading some of the things that I have been writing about over the last couple of days. I've been working on my book, and I have been writing about a lot of the spiritual revelations that were coming through to me when my awakening journey deepened last year and right when I became conscious. And I was writing about this period of time when I was really digging deep into the Kali Yuga in Hinduism and noticing a lot of the connections between that and the biblical prophecy of Revelations. And while I was reading over what I wrote, I just had this download come into me that inspired me to write a little bit more. But what came into me is what I want to talk about. You know how the Abrahamic religions, so Judaism, Islam, Christianity, how they all seem to have this holier than thou kind of mentality where they place themselves on a pedestal upon other belief systems. Specifically, I mean, they're all branches off of Judaism. And I specifically want to talk about how Israel claims that the Jews are God's chosen people. What if they actually are God's chosen people when it comes to Revelations and the Kali Yuga? Because it's the same thing. It's not unique to any religion. All religions and belief systems, most of them have an end times prophecy. But what if the Jews, Israel, what if they are the chosen people, but not in the way that they believe they are? Because we are all on equal playing fields. There is not a single race, culture, religion. There is not a single group of people on this entire planet that is above anybody else. Even on an individual level. There is not a single person on this planet that is above anyone else. Only the illusion that we are. It's all ego. And that's the thing. They prop themselves up on this pedestal, calling themselves God's chosen people. But that mentality, that perspective is literally ego. And ego is the exact opposite of Christ consciousness, 5D consciousness, unity consciousness. It is Antichrist thinking. And so this idea that they are the chosen people promotes ego within the world, which is ego is exactly what is leading to our planet's destruction. We're depleting resources. Human beings are being exploited. There's genocides happening. People are homeless, living in poverty. There's child exploitation going on and human trafficking. And all of this stuff is a result of ego. And it's just really interesting. Here they are claiming to be God's chosen people, which is ego. They're promoting ego. And what if that means they are God's chosen people? Revelations, Kali Yuga, it's all about this great cycle coming to an end. We spiral down into darkness. What if they're the ones that cause it? They run the world. Israel owns the world. All the corporations, there's 12 corporations that run the entire world, and they're backed by things like BlackRock and Vanguard, and there's a lot of Israeli Jewish money behind all of that. Cue the people that are going to call me anti-Semitic for talking about any of this, but as I said earlier, there is not a single group of people that is above anybody else. I am not anti-Semitic. I just see the truth of what's going on. And it kind of reminds me of the narcissistic family system I grew up in. How they're victimized once before, but then they decide to become the abuser themselves, and now they just want to play victim and point the finger at everybody else and call them the abuser when they're the ones that are now abusing people. It's just like what a narcissist does with their projections and reverse victim blaming. But what if their holier than thou mentality, exterminating people, is what brings about the end, which will bring in the new cycle? We've all been here before, a different time and a different place. Our names just change with each and every cycle. This is the sixth world. The sixth world? I don't know. I'm ready for whatever happens. Whatever happens, happens. It's going to happen the way that it's meant to happen. I'm honestly ready to get off of this absolutely insane merry-go-round. The human race, Earth, is an insane planet, and I'm so ready to go back home to my home star system. I don't understand all of the suffering. I don't understand all of the ego. I mean, I have an ego too. We all do. That's just part of the human experience here. But I don't understand why we kill each other and kill our planet for something like money, which has no value. When we run out of resources, we can't eat money, we can't drink money, we can't build shelter with money. And human life is more valuable than money. I don't know. We are living in absolutely crazy times right now. And I don't know about you guys, but I have been feeling the momentum picking up. I have honestly been receiving messages about something big happening in a month of December. And I don't know, I had a dream not too long ago where I was told big changes coming in 2026. And then, like a week ago, I had a dream about mass famine. And it really seems like class warfare is coming in the US. And this whole ballroom that Trump's building, I don't think it's a ballroom. There's a really good video that I came across. I'm going to link it in the comments with someone who did quite a bit of digging, and it kind of seems like it might be a data center, and it would not surprise me if it is a data center for Israel, because let's face it, they are the ones running the shadow government. They are the ones behind everything. And they've gotten away with it because they've played the victim card over and over and over again since World War II. And now that people are starting to see the truth, they're being gaslit. I don't know. It's a sad world we live in, which sucks because it is such a beautiful planet with so much to offer. But we're too caught up in materialistic, egoic desires. What if these Abrahamic religions are the false prophets that they point the finger and claim everyone else is? Yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Just some food for thought. What if? I hope you have a wonderful night. Stay curious and question everything. They don't want you questioning. That's why they teach you blind obedience. Also, why are they telling us that you're saved through faith, not by works, when literally Jesus was a man that worked the entire time he was here? It makes no sense. It's because they know if you just believe and don't do anything, they continue to get away with all of the lies and manipulation. Yeah. God works through us. If we want change, we have to create change. And personally, I believe that it begins with our voices and speaking our truth. There's a reason why they have been silencing people for so long. The witch trials, the King James version of the Bible was literally created to quiet dissent towards monarchies and to reinforce the hierarchies within the church, the patriarchy. The CIA killing people, Jeffrey Epstein being murdered. There's a reason they're silencing people, and it is important to make noise now more than ever. Don't let them take your voice while you still have it. Question everything.